Long ball, a game of distance and accuracy where the longest drive that hits the power grid will earn you big money and endorsements as a professional long drive champion. Let's meet some of the world's best long drivers and find out where they get the power to hit it long.
That ball.
I had a head golf professional ask me if I wanted to go try this event, and he was a head pro at Dallas Country Club at the time. He just hired me, and I said, sure, I'll take the afternoon off and go try this contest, and I won it. And I came back, and he says, well, where do you go next? And I said, I didn't know there was a next. He said, yeah, that was a qualifier.
In 1990, I won the Mr. California Bodybuilding Championship, and at that time, I knew I wasn't going to continue in bodybuilding, at least professionally. I had about $20 in the bank and decided to go out and pursue what I loved best when I was a kid, and that was playing golf.
You know, it was kind of one of those things. I played baseball in college. I blew my arm out, had to go find something else to do, and my brother and my father were both golfers, and pretty much I started playing golf and realized I could hit it far. Read about an event. Used to have the qualifiers listed in one of the golf magazines, and my brother read about it and said, hey, let's go try this. So there was a qualifier in Vegas. We drove up there. I had one golf club. Pulled out in the parking lot of the event, and half these guys look like they're defensive linemen for an NFL team, and I'm like, I'm not doing this. Drivers are as tall as I was, and they're huge, and my brother's like, come on, let's just go try it. Tried it. 340 was leading. I hit it over the cart that was parked in the middle of the grid. The guys never saw the ball, but it went dead center over the cart. Finally, the guy on the radio says, look behind you, and they found it. And after that, I was hooked.
I seen this poster for a long drive championship, and so I said, well, I'll give it a try, and I went down and I won it, and then I won another one and won another one, and the rest is history.
So I went to the next qualifier in San Antonio and won it, and it was for the Chrysler National Long Drive Championship. And it was being held at the PGA Championship that year, 1980, at Rochester at Oak Hill. And I went there and finished fifth in my first national championship, and it wasn't until I played a round of golf with Andy Bean, and I was hitting it past Andy during a collegiate event, and I went, wow, I'm long.
Hitting the ball far and distance is basically the #1 aspect in golf. Everybody wants to hit the ball farther. If
you look at Tiger, he's a very, very good athlete, and he hits the ball long. Jack, same thing. All the way to long drive champions like, Zubek, Bobby Wilson, and a lot of those guys. I mean, the key for me in choosing right equipment is shaft flex, #1. And then, this is something that not a lot of people recognize or realize, is that the torque in the shaft is a big factor in hitting the ball straight. What you have to do is you have to get fit and find out what works for you. So many people are so focused on what it says on the bottom of the driver for loft and what flex it says because they think that's what they know and want. And it probably doesn't fit them. So you got to get what fits you. Loft is your friend. Find a loft that you can get up in the air. Don't think you need to have the lowest loft or the stiffest shaft. But get fit. I mean, it's so important. I do understand that everybody thinks we're gorillas and we have hair on our knuckles and things, but you have to understand there are some guys here at the Long Drive event that have played in PGA Tour events, that have played in U.S. Opens. It's not just for the gorilla, it's guys that can play. Go to any golf course in America after the round of golf, go sit go to the 19th hole. You're going to hear people talking about that drive they hit on number 12. Oh, I hit it 310, They're not going to talk about the 30-footer they made to save par. It's all about distance. Yeah, I hit a guy at a course that I played out of for a while. Hit him right in the collarbone. It came in and hit him right here on the collarbone. Broke his collarbone. Literally blew him off his feet. The reason it's fun is because in baseball you go to see home runs. You don't go to see a pitcher's duel. In football, you don't go see a guy run it 45 times up the middle. You want to go see him throw the bomb. That's what long drive is in golf. It's exciting. It's the bomb. It's the home run. And people can do it. If they get the right technique, they can hit the ball further. Might have 10, 15 drivers in my bag, but there's always one that's the baby that, is the one you've got the most confidence in. And oh, go get that one, Jerry.
Get instruction, equipment advice, and travel highlights at hitgolf.com.